Hey guys, Sup Up here, and it has been what seems like forever since I have brought you guys Dazzle footage, but I'm finally happy that I have found time to get some recording down with the Xbox, and I'm going to be posting more Dazzle videos. So, as you can tell from the title, I have a quite interesting topic to talk about here. This is going to be a knowing your class on Modern Warfare 2, and in this particular video, I'm going to be explaining how to use a sniper class. Snipers, there are some really good snipers, and then there are some mediocre, and then obviously those that are not that great. Now, there are some snipers who don't even really know the basics of sniping, which I feel that everyone should really know. So let's just talk about some of the basics of the sniper. First off, there are a couple of types of sniping that are all very useful in different situations. There are no-scoping, quick-scoping, and hard or long scoping. So that is basically those are the three basic types of sniping. Let's talk about one at a time here. No-scoping is useful in limited situations. No-scoping can really only be used at close range unless you're using the steady aim perk, which will allow you to get some more distance, but never rely on it at distance because it rarely comes through for you at large distances. But if you're going to be doing it at any time, I definitely suggest it when you're at close range, such as here. So I get a very nice no-scope there. No-scoping really only comes in handy at close range just because you never know where the bullet's going to go. I mean, steady aim does help out a little bit, but you really don't want to count on it all the time. For example, even at close range, it can sometimes miss. I'm sure you guys have had experiences, if you've used a sniper before, of trying to get a no-scope and missing, so it doesn't always work out for you. But it still is effective at close range at times, because basically, if you're going to do anything at close range, if they're at close range to you, they're likely going to knife you or spray you down. So your best bet is to actually take a lucky no-scope. Now let's talk about another type of sniping, and this is one of my personal favorites. It is quick-scoping. Quick-scoping is a personal preference, okay? Don't let anyone tell you different. A hard scope and a long scope, if they call you a noob for hard scoping and long scoping, I find it ridiculous. The only time that I don't like it when someone hard scopes or long scopes is when they just hold down the scope forever and finally shoot, or when they shoot multiple times while holding down the scope the whole time. Now that's no skill. I mean, it's so simple for that to happen, but you don't want that. You want to really, have fun with it. It's not as much fun when you're just keeping the scope down. You want to actually have some fun with your kills. So I never really, I don't hard scope, I medium scope, which is just basically a small hard scope. I call it a medium scope, others may call it differently. That is what I like to do. Back to quick scoping though. Quick scoping, it's all a matter of personal preference, as I have said. Basically, quick scoping, it all depends on how good you are at it. I mean, there are some experts out there who can get really far distance and really close distance and medium distance and all that. I am by no means an expert. I'd say I'm mediocre. So it really all depends on how comfortable you are with the sniper and how comfortable you are with quick scoping. I do actually get a couple of nice quickscope kills in here, but as I said, I am no means an expert. So let's just go back to hard scoping now. Hard scoping, as I have said, you don't want to hold down the scope for more than a couple of shots, not just because people will think that you are a no-skill, but also because it doesn't work for me. Because I quickscope a lot more than I hardscope, it always seems like my skill in hardscoping has been downgraded a lot. That's why I don't usually hardscope for more than a couple of seconds, because if I just hold down the scope, I literally can't aim it anymore. It's just weird for me. I've gotten accustomed to quickscoping through a lot of ways. One of the ways being through private matches with friends, a whole bunch of those kind of things. And it's really a great way to improve quickscoping talent, but as I said, it's personal preference. There's nothing wrong with hard scoping as long as you're not holding down the scope for like more than 2 shots at once or anything like that. There you can see I got a nice little quickscope kill, and I'm going to follow it off here with that one. So that was a really impressive moment on my part. I was quite happy about that. And that's the thing that I love about sniping. When you get a really cool kill, you really have satisfaction in the kills that you get. There I finally get a nice little range quickscope, and I was quite happy about that as well. Alright, so now let's talk very quickly about other snipers. In this battle, I use Pure Out, the intervention, but there are two other snipers that are very effective as well. One being the Barrett. And the Barrett is another very effective sniper rifle. I typically don't use it just because I prefer the intervention. Others may think differently. The only thing I don't really like about the Barrett is every time you shoot, the scope seems to go way off. So I didn't really like the Barrett for that reason. The intervention is better about doing that. So the Barrett does have one advantage though. It can get multiple bullets right in a person's face if you're at close range, because the Barrett, you don't have to cock your sniper rifle like the intervention after you shoot one bullet. So you can keep shooting. It is a very, very effective sniper rifle. The other sniper rifle I want to just quickly talk about is the M21 EBR. It is a semi-automatic sniper rifle. Very, very effective, and that is the only sniper that I will really accept people who shoot multiple bullets, because you have to. I mean, it's never a one bullet kill, really. So, yeah, it's a very good sniper rifle, though. That is another one of my personal favorites. Alright, so for the last couple of seconds, I'm just going to talk about the match. There you saw I got a nice quickscope kill, and I'm just looking around, and I get another amazing distance quickscope kill, and I was quite happy. But then I get dropped by a guy who came up from behind me, so that was a little bit depressing. Here I'm trying to get up to another great sniping vantage, but I get taken down. Alright, so I'm going to have to end this video here. I hope you guys have enjoyed these tips. See ya.